Hi, I'm Johnny Magson Jr., driver of the number 65 B&B Metal Finishing 410 Sprint Car. Welcome to this week's edition of Fast Tracks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now post time. The Sprint Car Spring Classic at the Susquehanna Speedway Park, heat number 1. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight on this beautiful Sunday evening here in central Pennsylvania. First qualifying event of the night, ready to go racing. 358 sprint cars on the high banks of Susquehanna Speedway Park. Tyler Ross, Rodney Westhafer in the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, it is post time. Here they come. Tyler Ross leading the way into the turn. Working the outside is Pat Cannon down the back straightaway. Cannon now up into the number 4 spot. Ross has the lead. Chris Esch shutting off Cannon. Cannon goes back upstairs again. Esch on the inside battling Westhafer down the front. Esch, Westhafer into the turn with Cannon. 3 wide. Cannon to the outside. He'll pick up 2 spots. He goes to second down the backstretch. Ross 1. Cannon is 2. Westhafer then Esch. Here comes Jacob Allen and Dale Hammaker into the corner. Then Adrian Schaefer, the number 91, down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, Pat Cannon trying to close the gap now on the leader, Tyler Ross. Ross, Cannon, Westhafer battling Esch for the number 3 position. Hammaker getting by Allen. Side-by-side racing now, Westhafer battling with Esch down the back straightaway, and Cannon definitely closing on the leader. Cross flags halfway. Cannon down to the bottom. Westhafer keeping Esch at bay, followed by Hammaker, who's closing the gap on those two. Tyler Ross still leading the way over Pat Cannon down the back. Cannon starting this race back in the 5th position, now challenging for the lead. Here comes Hammaker inside of Esch. Cannon inside of Tyler Ross, looking for the number 1 position. Whoa! Tyler Ross getting high out of turn 2. That opens the door for Pat Cannon. Cannon now the new leader. 2-lap signal. Hammaker battling now with Esch into the turn. Pat Cannon from 5th starting spot going into the number 1 position. Working out of the corner and heading down the back straightaway. Pat Cannon's got the lead. Tyler Ross running in the number 2 spot. White flag, 1 to go. Westhafer running in 3rd. Chris Esch in a heated battle now with Hammaker for 4th and 5th. Final lap, heat number 1, 358 Sprint Car Spring Classic. Checkered flag will be falling for Pat Cannon. He'll be followed to the line by Tyler Ross, Rodney Westhafer, Chris Esch, and Dale Hammaker. 8 laps again for heat race number 2. Pat Cannon with a outside move in that opening heat race, picking up several spots, and a great battle with Tyler Ross before securing the victory. Heat number 2, Austin Hogue, Nate Snyder. Snyder not answering the call, so Jay Galloway moving up. Here they come. Nate Snyder having problems during hot laps, scratching from this event, so that will put the 52 Austin Hogue up front with Jay Galloway. Here comes Kyle Moody. Kyle, the opening night winner at the Trailway Speedway, running in third. Into the turn, Wes Irwin in the number 9 now battling Mike Bettinger down the back, then Denny Gross. Kyle Moody, the 99, moving in on Jay Galloway. Moody to the outside lane. Austin Hogue still leading the way. Hogue leading the way out of the turn down the back straightaway. Galloway battling with Moody. Moody to the bottom lane on Galloway into the turn. He'll go into second. Kyle Moody out of Lewisberry. Up front, Austin Hogue taking advantage of the pole starting spot. He's got the lead. Moody second, Galloway third, Irwin 4, Bettinger 5, Gross is 6th. Halfway down the front straightaway. Austin Hogue running the bottom lane. Kyle Moody running on the outside lane, trying to gain ground on the leader. Galloway still in third, followed by Irwin. Here comes Bettinger. Bettinger to the bottom of Irwin into the corner. Bettinger inside of Irwin. He'll pick up 4th spot. Bettinger now moving in on Galloway. Meanwhile, Kyle Moody closing on the leader. 2 to go. Here comes the 52 of Austin Hogue. White flag, 1 lap remaining down the front straightaway. Kyle Moody giving chase. He's going to run out of time. Galloway still in third spot, following him Mike Bettinger, who's closing the gap. Checkered flag on heat race number 2. The victory to Austin Hogue. He'll be followed by Kyle Moody, who's still closing. Galloway, then Bettinger, and Irwin. The 410 sprint cars last year were here for this Spring Classic and for the Final Showdown. This year there will be 3 racing events for the 410s. Tonight for the Spring Classic, June 17th, Father's Day for the Summer Classic, and the Final Showdown in November. So the 410 sprints with 3 specials here this season at SSP. We're glad you've joined us. Everybody in the pit area, everybody in the grandstand. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful evening. We're ready to go with our final qualifying event for the 358s. Up front, Scott Fisher and Jason Cherry. Here they come. Charging into the turn, Mark Smith with the fast line up the inside lane. He'll grab the early lead down the back straightaway. Mark Smith, last night's feature winner at the Sealands Grove Speedway. 3 wide for third. We got a spinner. The 67 of Jason Cherry out of Blandon going around, bringing out the caution. Adrian Schaefer here tonight was a winner in 2009 over Jay Galloway, Nate Hammaker, Billy Dietrich, and Blaine Heimbach. And the 2008 race, Pat Cannon was a winner over Phil Walder, Glendon Forsyth, Blaine Heimbach, and Brian Eichelberger. There's a look back over the last few years of 358 racing here at SSP. We're ready to go heat 3. Mark Smith not one to see the caution flag come out after his great move to grab the lead, but he has an instant replay, except this time he'll go to the outside instead of the inside to grab the lead on lap number 1. Fisher running in second spot. That's Scott Fisher. Following him, Tim Berkheimer running in third. Down the back straightaway now, Eric Tomasek in the 1W up into the fourth position. Cherry has rejoined the back of the field. Mark Smith out of the corner with a Mach 1 chassis number M1. Fisher running in the number 2 spot, followed by Berkheimer. Here comes Tomasek. Eric Tomasek on the outside with the number 1 down the back straightaway up into the number 4 position. Mark Smith using that high line out of turn number 4. Behind Tomasek, we have the 11 of Leah Starner, then the 81 of Bob Anderson, and the 67 of Jason Cherry. Mark Smith continuing to lead the way, halfway home here at heat number 3. 3-car battle developing now for the number 2 position. 3-car battle. Tomasek going to the outside lane. Tomasek battling with Berkheimer down the backstretch. Berkheimer and Tomasek into the turn. Tomasek now closing in on Fisher. Berkheimer can't hold off Tomasek. He's got him. Scott Fisher ahead of him. Fisher down to the bottom. Here comes Tomasek on the outside. He'll take over second down the backstretch. Eric Tomasek started last. He is now in second, running the high line. Mark Smith making it look easy out in front of the pack with the M1. Mark Smith, last night's Selinsgrove Speedway feature winner, making it look easy right now. 1 lap to go. Eric Tomasek in the number 2 position. Fisher running in third. Berkheimer is in fourth position. And fifth is Leah Starner. Checkered flag on heat number 3 will be waving out of turn 4. Mark Smith down to the wire, taking the victory. Tomasek, a great run for second. Fisher, Berkheimer, and Leah Starner. We are ready, ladies and gentlemen. The Sprint Car Spring Classic 2012, Susquehanna Speedway Park. Thank you for joining us. We are ready to go. The mighty 410 Sprint Cars of the Central Pennsylvania Posse ready to go. Hunter Mackison, Mark Bittner ready to go. Racing. Here they come. Rocketing into the turn, 3 wide already. Darren Pittman on the outside. Down the back straightaway, he goes from the last row into the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, Bittner leading the way. Here comes the field out of the corner. Down low is Greg Hodnett. Hodnett battling with Bittner. He'll drive into turn 1 and take the lead. Hodnett, Bittner, then Pittman coming from last. Fast Freddie Raymer, Kevin Nautz. Mackison, Lafferty, and the 5 of Kurt Michael. Here comes your leader out of the turn. Greg Hodnett's got the lead down the front straightaway. Hodnett, now Pittman battling with Bittner into the corner. Bittner keeping Pittman at bay. Pittman making that great move on the opening lap to go from 8th to 3rd. Raymer and Naus right behind him. Here comes Greg Hodnett leading the way down the front stretch. Charging into the corner and out of the turn. Now Pittman still battling with Bittner down the back straightaway. Greg Hodnett, the 2005 SSP track champion. Down the front straightaway, we've got caution in turn 4. We're ready to go. 4 down. Out of the corner, Kevin Naus on the outside of Fast Freddy down the back straightaway. He will go to 3rd spot in a 3-car battle. Mackison battling into the turn with Pittman and Kurt Michael. Down the front straightaway they come. Naus and Raymer battle for 3rd. Bittner running in 2nd spot down the back straightaway. Pittman now moving in on Kurt Michael. Ahead of them is Rick Lafferty. Up front it remains Greg Hodnett, who started this race from the number 4 position. Hodnett leading Bittner. Here comes Kevin Nouse. Nouse on the gas down the back straightaway. Kevin Nouse started from the 7th position. He's now up to 3rd. Nouse battling with Bittner. Hodnett leading the way. Ramers in 4th. Pittman getting by Kurt Michael using the outside lane now, trying to track down Rick Lafferty. Kevin Nouse up from 7th to 3rd, closing on Bittner. 2 laps to go for the 39 of Greg Hodnett. Greg Hodnett continuing to lead the way out of Thomasville. The Trone Outdoor. Whoa, we got one going around. Darren Pittman, yellow is on. In the early 90s is the weekly attraction. Here we go. Charging into the turn, now drifting high, Raymer to the bottom. Oh, a little contact as they brush together down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, Hodnett taking the lead once again. Here comes Pittman gaining a few spots, 1 lap to go. Mark Bittner continuing to run in the number 2 position. Fast Freddy has regained 3rd over Kevin Nouse, then Lafferty down the back. Pittman already got by 2 cars, trying to get another one. Final lap, checkered flag will be waving off the turn. The victory to the 39 of Greg Hodnett. He'll be followed to the line by Bittner, Raymer, Nouse, and Lafferty. 2 top 5s are ready for Lance at Williams Grove. Heat 2 ready to go. Motoring into the turn, we've got DeWeese as the leader. Danny Dietrich goes by 1, 2, 3 cars down the back straightaway. Dietrich now battling into the turn with Logan Schuhart down low. Meanwhile, leading the way, Lance DeWeese, lap number 1. Dietrich has passed 4 cars in the opening lap. Just like Pittman did in heat number 1, Dietrich going for broke after starting last. He's already up to 4th. Up front, it is DeWeese. Alan Crimes. Now Dietrich down to the bottom, battling with Brent Marks. Danny Dietrich and Brent Marks down out of the corner, down the back straightaway, followed by the Shark, Logan Schuhart. Then Frank Cozy, Johnny Mackison, and Blaine Heimbach. Here comes Dietrich. He'll go to the outside. Dietrich battling Brent Marks. He's now 3rd. Danny Dietrich on the gas down the back straightaway. He started last. He's up to 3rd position. Here's the battle brewing now for the number 1 spot. Schuhart now picking up a spot on Brent Marks. Alan Crimes started on the pole, lost the lead to Lance DeWeese, but he's now closing the gap. And Danny Dietrich is pedaling quick. He started last. He's now 3rd. Schuhart, then Marks, Mackison, Cozy, and Heimbach battle for the lead out of turn 4. New leader, Alan Crimes, going by Lance DeWeese. Started on the pole, dropped back to 2nd, then got the car heated up, and he now moved by DeWeese down the back and begins to pull away. Alan Crimes out in front now. Here comes Dietrich and Schuhart moving in on Lance DeWeese. Here comes now the 19 of Brent Marks trying to move in and challenge once again on Logan Schuhart. Crimes leading DeWeese 2nd. Moving quickly is Danny Dietrich, then Schuhart and Brent Marks. Mackison, Cozy, and Heimbach battling for position. Logan Schuhart now battling with Brent Marks once again. 2 to go. Dietrich getting closer and closer to Lance DeWeese. Brent Marks and Logan Schuhart, wheel-to-wheel combat into turn number 1. Alan Crime still leading the way. White flag, 1 to go. Lance DeWeese still in the number 2 spot. Danny Dietrich still trying to catch him. Final lap, heat race number 2 for the 410s. Heading out of the turn. Checkered flag will be waving on the 87 of Alan Crimes. He's followed by DeWeese and a great run for Dietrich. Schuhart, Marks, and Frank Cozy. Nicole Bauer, Derek Sell, ready to go. Heat race number 3. Into the turn, yellow is out. Dietrich and Kreitz in row number 1. Here's the green. Donnie Kreitz rocketing into the lead out of the turn and down the back straightaway. Dietrich now battling Derek Sell down the backstretch. Aeronaut right behind him. Then we've got the 7 of Chad Layton. Yellow is out. Loose wheel here on the front straightaway. Caution lights are on. 10 laps ahead. Clean Technologies pace truck heading in. Motoring into the turn, Derek Sell on the outside lane will grab the early lead down the back straightaway. Now Dietrich battling with Aeronaut into the turn. Odd on the outside of Dietrich battling into the turn. Wheel-to-wheel combat off the corner. It will be Derek Sell leading lap number 1. Sell leading lap number 1. Now Aeronaut on the outside lane picking up second. Here comes Chad Layton. Layton also running the outside lane down the back straightaway, battling with Billy Dietrich. Then Nicole Bauer. Wilson and Howard next in line off the turn. Aeronaut likes to get around this speedway, and he's doing a good job of it again. The defending winner of the Sprint Car Spring Classic, Aeronaut, now up into the number 2 position. Here comes Chad Layton. He'll dive to the inside of Dietrich. He'll make the slider. Dietrich comes back at him out of turn 4. Dietrich and Layton trade a little paint down the front straightaway. They bump wheels together. Layton has third. Dietrich back to fourth. Now Nicole Bauer battling with David Wilson down the back straightaway. Wilson goes by Nicole. Here comes Derek Sell with the lead. Aeronaut trying to close the gap. Aeronaut and Chad Layton running 2-3, chasing Derek Sell down the backstretch. Nicole Bauer still battling with David Wilson, not giving up on that position. Halfway this time on the leader. Derek Sell way high out of turn 4, following the cushion. High, wide, and handsome. Aeronaut and Chad Layton closing. Layton now moving in on Aeronaut. Layton did not have a good second turn. He cost himself some real estate. Meanwhile, Derek Sell doing a fine job leading the way down the front stretch. Aeronaut pedaling quickly, trying to catch him down the backstretch. Layton, after that little miscue, closing back in on Aeronaut. Here comes your leader out of the turn, down the front straightaway. Derek Sell's lead is evaporating, but ever so slowly. Will Aeronaut catch him in time? Aeronaut and Chad Layton 2 and 3 down the backstretch. Aeronaut definitely closing the gap. 2 laps to go. Aeronaut moving in. Aeronaut pedaling quickly, running out of time. 2 laps remaining down the backstretch. Derek Sell still has the lead. Aeronaut diving down to the bottom lane. Aeronaut making a bid on Derek Sell out of the turn. Can't get him. Charging into the turn. Aeronaut pedaling quickly, chasing after Derek Sell down the back straightaway. Final lap. Derek Sell, Aeronaut going to the bottom. Chad Layton right behind. Checkered flag. Here comes Derek Sell to the win. Ott, then Layton. Billy Dietrich and David Wilson. All right, look them over now. Anybody think the hot shoe tonight might be on Aeronaut? How many think the hot shoe might be on Chad Layton? Anybody pulling for Alan Crimes? Anybody think it might be Danny Dietrich? How many think the hot shoe might be on Lance DeWeese? Anybody think it might be Logan Schuhart? How many think it might be Fast Freddy? Anybody think it might be Greg Hodnett? We'll find out. This will be the final slow lap. They'll get the signal to go racing next time. All right, we're ready. Look them over. Give them a salute when they come by. These are your favorite drivers, Central Pennsylvania Posse. Wave them high in the sky, low as they go. Ready to go into action. 410 sprint cars on the high banks of Susquehanna Speedway Park. 2012 edition opening weekend at SSP. Stock car Saturday night last night, and now the Winged Warriors of the Pennsylvania Posse ready to go racing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now post time. Sprint car feature is on the Speedway. The moment of truth has arrived. The sprint cars are ready to go racing. Watch them now because they're ready to rumble. .25 lap sprint car feature is underway. Out of the turn and down the back straightaway, Derek Sell will grab the early lead. Right behind him, Greg Hodnett into the turn, followed by Alan Crimes and Aeronaut. Ott to the outside, down the front stretch. Lap number 1, Derek Sell the leader. Going into the turn, now Hodnett to the bottom lane. Hodnett, here comes Aeronaut. He'll go around Crimes. Danny Dietrich following him down the back straightaway. Motoring into the corner now. Here comes Hodnett. Derek Sell to the bottom. Hodnett will try the outside. Ott, then Dietrich, then Alan Crimes into the turn. Here comes Ott. Aeronaut moving in now on Hodnett, following him. Danny Dietrich down the back straightaway. Charging into the turn, Derek Sell now on the bottom lane, maintaining the lead. Here comes Dietrich down to the bottom. Right behind him now Alan Crimes. Behind them, it will be Raymer and Layton. Following them is DeWeese and Bittner, Schuhart and Naus. Up front now, Derek Sell maintaining the lead by a small margin. Hodnett, right behind Hodnett is Aeronaut, and down on the bottom is Danny Dietrich. Dietrich on the inside of Aeronaut, battling into the corner. 3-car battle for second. Dietrich trying the inside lane on Aeronaut, can't get him down the backstretch. Meanwhile, Derek Sell with the bottom lane maintaining the lead. Everybody else up top except for Dietrich. He's on the bottom. Sell running a good race out of Warriorsport, Pennsylvania. Hodnet right behind, about 4 car length. Right on his back bumper is Aeronaut, then Dietrich, then Crimes down the back, followed by Chad Layton, who got by Raymer. Then Deweese Schuhart and Kevin Naus. Here comes Derek Sell, still leading Hodnet on switch lane. Hodnet now to the bottom. He'll pull a slider going into 1. He'll take the lead. Derek Sell comes right back at him out of turn number 2. Wheel-to-wheel combat down the back straightaway. Derek Sell and Greg Hodnet. Sell on the bottom, Hodnet on the outside. Aeronaut right behind him. Derek Sell and Hodnet. Hodnet the new leader on lap 7. Here comes Aeronaut. He'll pull the slider on Derek Sell. He goes to second. Right behind him is Danny Dietrich down the back straightaway. Lap traffic beginning to come now for the leaders. Lap traffic coming up down the front straightaway for Greg Hodnet. Dietrich grazing off the wall as he goes by Derek Sell. Sell, the early leader, now back to 4th. Alan Crimes challenging him down the back straightaway. Aeronaut now in second, caught behind the lap car of Mackeson. Hodnet working lap traffic down the front straightaway. Hodnet, then Aeronaut, then we've got Dietrich, then Crimes and Layton. Heading out of the corner now, down the back straightaway. Your leader is Greg Hodnet as he works some lap traffic. Hodnet now switching lanes. He's on the low groove down the front. Aeronaut is definitely closing. Is closing on Hodnet. Hodnet to the bottom. Aeronaut right behind on the outside with a lap car in between. Working out of the corner. Aeronaut around the lap car of Kurt Michael. He'll move right behind the 39 of Greg Hodnet. Hodnet and Aeronaut battling out of the corner. They're upstairs. Down the front straightaway. Hodnet and Aeronaut. Then we've got Danny Dietrich now third. Alan Crimes fourth. Following them is Derek Sell, followed by Layton and Schuhart. Schuhart has picked up a couple of spots going by Raymer and Deweese. Down the back, lap traffic now for the leader. Danny Dietrich closing on Aeronaut as they both chase after Greg Hodnet off the corner. Down the front stretch. Halfway coming up next time. Hodnet only has a car length advantage over Aeronaut and Danny Dietrich down the back in heavy lap traffic. Halfway this time, Hodnet down on the bottom lane, working the lap traffic. He'll get one more lap car. That is Lafferty. Then Bittner down the front straightaway. Hodnet clearing the lap cars. Now Aeronaut clearing the lap cars. Dietrich having a hard time getting through down the back. A little bit of open racetrack now for Greg Hodnet. We'll begin the second half of our feature out of the turn. Aeronaut closing back in. Dietrich having trouble with traffic. Then we've got Crimes 4. 5 is Sell. 6 is now Schuhart. He got by Layton 7th. Deweese 8th. 9th is now 10th is Brent Marks battling Raymer. Here comes Hodnet and Aeronaut. Aeronaut going extremely high in turn 4. He is right behind Hodnet. A couple of more free laps before they get back to lap traffic down the back stretch. Here comes Hodnet and Aeronaut in traffic out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Third spot, Dietrich cleared traffic and he is now closing it on the lead duo. Crimes 4. 5 is now Schuhart going by Sell down the front. 6, Layton 7, 8 is Deweese. 9th is Mark. 10th is now then Raymer. And Billy Dietrich, then Raymer. More lap traffic down the front for Greg Hodnet as they work into the corner. Hodnet, then Aeronaut and Dietrich all together. 1, 2, 3 down the backstretch. Hodnet going to the bottom this time. Aeronaut stays upstairs out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, we've got more lap traffic for the leaders. Here's Odd and Dietrich almost 3 wide with Hodnet for the lead. Hodnet has the edge out of turn 2. They were almost 3 wide going into 1 for the lead. Hodnet slipping by Wilson. Here comes Ott and Dietrich. They battle now for second down the front straightaway. Greg Hodnet into the turn, leading 3 wide, lap traffic ahead of him down the backstretch. Pulling away from Ott, who's now battling with Dietrich. 5 to go this time. 5 laps to go for Greg Hodnet out of turn number 4. Heavy, heavy traffic. Dietrich and Ott losing ground on the leader now down the front straightaway. Heading out of the turn and down the back straightaway. Hodnet now lapping Pittman and Mackeson. 3 wide. Aeronaut with the lap cars. Here's Ott down low on Hodnet. Trying to pull a slider. He can't get him. Inside the final 5. Ott almost got him. What a move for Aeronaut. Dietrich now right there with Ott into the corner. Wow, Aeronaut almost had Hodnet and one big move with a lap car. Couldn't get him. Heavy lap traffic for Hodnet again. Ott and Dietrich. Ott up high with Hodnet. Dietrich down low. 22 on the board. Heavy lap traffic as they work into the corner and out of the turn. Down the back straightaway. Greg Hodnet, Aaron Ott, and Danny Dietrich have been going at it. 3 more lap cars. 2 to go this time. 2 laps to go. The 3 lap cars are 3 wide ahead of them down the front straightaway. Ott inside of Hodnet again. Lap car blocks his path down the back straightaway. Dietrich now trying to go inside of Ott. He'll get him. Here comes the white flag for Greg Hodnet. 1 lap to go off the corner. Dietrich and Ott battling into the corner. Hodnet's got the lead. 3 wide lap traffic with Ott and Dietrich down the back straightaway. Here comes Hodnet working out of the corner. What a thrilling 25-lap sprint car feature. The checkered flag will fall on Greg Hodnet. Ott is second. Dietrich will get third. Climbs is fourth. Schuhart will get fifth. He can hear you, Greg Hodnet. Greg, congratulations. Non-stop feature, no time to think about too many things out there. You just had to go race and race hard.
Yeah, we had to race really hard. Aaron was really good. He was all over us, but you know, the Trone Outdoor Eagle Eagle Steel Maxim, excuse me, with Macri Concrete, H&H, and Bricker's French Fries, they all help out a lot. So, you know, we were just fortunate enough to stay out in front. I mean, we had a pretty good start and got to the lead with a couple laps, and I knew Aaron was back there, and I was trying to be careful in traffic, but I think I slowed down a little bit too much and kind of blistered my tires trying to run through the middle and stuff like that. So, but the guys did a good job. Again, you know, Lee, Mike, Corey, Jeff Ball, Uncle Skipster, we appreciate everybody's help. They do a good job for us, and we're just fortunate to be standing up here.
You know, you were searching all over. You were on the bottom, you were on the top. Lap traffic was very interesting out there for you. Aaron almost got you one time going down into 3.
Yeah, I didn't get a very good run off of 2 there, and just kind of hazed the tires all the way down. And good. I was trying. When I split a couple lap cars down here, the 15 and the 0, it actually stuck really good right through the middle, and I tried it a couple more times. I think I just heated up my tires. We chose the pretty soft tires just to get going. But, yeah, he was right there. He probably could have used us up, but he didn't. And races clean, races hard, and we're fortunate to be standing up here because he was coming.
You know, this has been a great start, 2012. You've got wins at the Port, you got wins at the Grove. Back-to-back weeks you've been winning. It's been a great start to the season.
Yeah, it really has. We experimented with some stuff down in Florida and a couple weeks here, and kind of went back to basics, and you know, just been kind of clicking along here, running competitively, and that's what we need to do. We just need to stay somewhere close, and it's kind of the law of averages will work itself out as long as you're in striking distance.
Looked like it was fun out there from up top. Was it for you down in the car?
Oh, yeah, there was this happening everywhere. It's a great place to race. It's really wide. You know, I ran the bottom. Like you said, I tried every line possible. I ran the bottom, ran the top, run from in to out to in, and trying to find anything that would work. And it seemed like the best thing is just rip around the top. And you know, it just made for a real racy track. I hope everybody had a great time. I know we did, and it was a great race, at least from where I was sitting. And hopefully you guys come back here in June and obviously in the fall, and we'd love to see you back.
Great job. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, guys.
There you go, Greg Hodnet. All right, looks like everybody else is lined up, ready to go. We'll wait till we get the all clear word. We'll send them loose. 20 laps the distance. Again, an unfortunate break. Track officials stopping the cars after they were fired because of the situation we had in the grandstand. Now the 17E not firing. He has gone back to the pits twice. Well, looks like we're getting the signal. We'll be ready to go next time. "20 laps of fast and furious action in the 410 sprint car feature. 25 in that one. We'll go 20 here. Who's got the hot shoe in this one? We'll find out in 20 laps. Right now we are ready to go. Eric Tomasek and Kyle Moody in row number 1. The Clean Technologies pace truck is heading to the infield. Fasten your seatbelts. More sprint car racing at Susquehanna Speedway Park. Motoring into the turn, Mark Smith will go to the outside. Out of the corner and down the back straightaway, Mark Smith battling Tomasek for the lead. Wheel-to-wheel combat into turn number 4. Smith high, Tomasek low, lap number 1. Mark Smith will be the leader. Tomasek, then Kyle Moody next in line. Then Austin Hogan, the 52. Mark Smith running right up near the guardrail, fresh off that victory at the Sealands Grove Speedway last night. Tomasek now, he'll go to the outside, and Austin Hogan is dropping to the bottom lane. He's in third. Make that Kyle Moody. Then Austin Hogan fourth. Tyler Ross racing fifth with car number 5. Hot and heavy action deep in the field. Some high, some low, battling wheel to wheel. Out of the corner comes your leader, Mark Smith. Here comes Kyle Moody moving in on Tomasek. Then Austin Hogue, West Hafer now inside of Tyler Ross, then the 3 of Pat Cannon. Down the back straightaway, Kyle Moody in the 99 putting the pressure on Eric Tomasek now looking for that number 2 position. Mark Smith continuing to lead the way. Whoa, Tomasek getting extra high in turn 4. That does not cost him this time. Rodney Westhafer now got by the 5 of Tyler Ross. Now the number 3, Pat Cannon, follows suit. Yellow, turn 4. All right, you can hear you. Mark Smith, your winning driver. Mark, congratulations.
Thank you.
Quite a weekend. Saturday night a win, Sunday night a win. Good job.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I'd like to have Friday back and redo that one, but hey, it is what it is, and we got 2 wins this weekend, and I'll take it.
Tell us, only one caution in the race, sort of like the other feature, and not a lot of time to think about what was going on. You just have to get out there and react to what's happening ahead of you.
Yeah, basically I just wanted to get out front and just get a nice smooth line and just kind of, get a nice rhythm going, because I kind of figured this would rub her up a little bit here on the bottom. So I made my move around the top there early and got to the bottom. So everything worked out.
I was going to ask you about that opening lap move. You went from 4th to 1st in about a lap.
Yeah, well, everything's about the first initial start a lot, and you got to go when you can, and because you might not be able to go later. But I just want to thank my car owner Brian Scandal and Penske Shocks, Dave Schultz Engines, Hoosier Tires, actually Mach 1 Chassis, and just want to thank my whole crew. I mean, those guys do a hell of a job, and they make it easy for me. So I just want to thank them.
Enjoy this, and you earned a great job tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Mark Smith, the winning driver in the 358 feature.